It is Saturday, September 2nd, 2023, and um not a lot going on. It's a nice Saturday. Not doing a lot. But I'm going to be streaming here soon. We do have plans. Did I talk? I don't know if I talked about this already. I don't remember talking about this, but I'm having flashbacks to my memory of doing something extremely similar to this. And as I continue on with this video journal, those will probably get worse and worse, if I had to guess. But yeah, since Labor Day's on Monday and we have a 3-day weekend, we're going to go visit family. I'm pretty sure I talked about that. I don't know. I'm planning on streaming in a bit. Basically as soon as I get done with this. I probably also talked about the 3-week breaks that I tend to do with this series that I'm doing now. Well, I did a 2-week break, streamed, and then basically took another 1-week break. So, I mean, it's almost a 3-week break if you just delete one stream, basically. What did I did the... This is the Tears of the Kingdom series. I did the Lightning Temple, I think, and most of the quests leading up to it, and then did a whole bunch of other stuff, and I realized at the end of the video that I really should have just stopped when I got to a good ending point, regardless of how long it was. There's some truth to that. Like, even if it's a short stream or a short video, at least the way that I'm doing it now, it's okay if it's short, if it has a good ending point, but it's hard for you to realize that while you're in the middle of it, until you like do a big thing and then you just like kind of putz around for a while. And then you're like, yeah, this is not as interesting as what I did at the beginning. But, you know, you live and you learn. When I took my shower earlier today, which actually wasn't that long ago, even though this is late in the afternoon. Hey, Saturdays are great, okay? It's fine. I was thinking of something I was going to say today, but I can't remember what it was. Something about talking. Oh, yeah, okay. So what I was going to talk about is talking. And so for a long time, the way that my brain worked in conversation was that basically for the technically minded, like a buffer system. Basically, my brain would load up an entire sentence, and then when the entire sentence was ready and thought out, it would flip a switch, and then my mouth would start saying it. And I would say it exactly like I had planned it. And I don't think that's a bad way to do conversation. I don't know if that's how everybody does it or not, to be honest. I have no idea. But that's how my brain did conversation for a long time. I think it's not a bad thing. I think that there are some people who could stand to do that more often. But the main reason I was thinking about that is because that doesn't make for a very entertaining stream. Or it's hard to entertain people that way. I mean, it allows you to plan your sentences and stuff more carefully, which can help with certain jokes and stuff. But I don't know, your brain has to be really on to be able to pre-plan everything like that. Especially in the stream setting where you're basically just talking to yourself the entire time. So now, for these type of things, I think my brain basically just does it, you know, one sentence at a time, or not one sentence at a time, but like just word by word or thought by thought, I guess. Mainly when I'm talking to myself or doing a stream by myself or something. I don't know, it's just something interesting that I thought about. I guess that's a skill that I had to learn to do this. I don't know. I mean, it's clear that I'm not thinking things out before I say them here. I'm not loading up a sentence and then hitting the play button. The other thing is that it kind of, doing it that way kind of creates like a lag in the conversation, where if you're talking with a lot of people, by the time you get to the end of your pre-planned sentence, the conversation might be different than what it was when you started or something. And the reason why I was thinking about this was in relation to my first videos somehow. I don't remember how. Was I trying to pre-plan everything I was saying in my first videos? I don't remember. Now, see, here's the problem. I thought of something to say here, but now I only remembered half of it. So, that's the other problem. If you make up your sentence as you go, you can improvise and do something else. But if you pre-plan something, it's harder to do that. Obviously, if you're just talking to yourself or thinking to yourself, there's no reason to form a complete thought before you hit the go button. So, I don't know, maybe talking to yourself and recording it and listening to it back is a good way to get more conversational, because it can help you not pre-plan so much. I don't know. Is that the point of why I'm doing this? Maybe that's why I'm doing this. I don't know. But yeah, I was going to say something about how that related to my first videos. My first videos, I knew, were terrible. I'm kind of glad that they didn't get any views, but they are still public. And I don't think a lot of people can say that their first videos that they ever made on YouTube are still public on the channel where they still post things. I'm not going to say that's always going to be true, but even by the time that I was editing those videos, I knew that it wasn't that good. But that didn't stop me from doing it. For various things in my life, I've kind of decided that, your first try is probably going to be bad, which is true. It's probably, your first try at anything is probably going to be bad. But, I mean, sometimes it's not worth it, but hey, if it's something you really want to do, then go make something bad, and then you can make something better, and then you can make something better after that. This isn't what I wanted to talk about. This isn't where I was going. The other thing that I would think I was going to mention was that not pre-planning your sentences can kind of, not pre-planning your sentences can lead to situations like this where you had a thought and then it leaves in the middle of your sentence. But also not pre-planning your sentences can kind of make some more humorous things happen. You can make fun of yourself better if you don't think that deeply about everything that you say. But as long as you're still quick enough to like think about it at, not like 5 minutes later, but like a second later, there's a lot of that kind of opens up a new avenue for jokes. There was something, there was some way that I was going to relate this back to my first videos. Instead, I've just talked about them as somewhat separate topics. Oh well, maybe I should pre-plan these more. Okay, I guess that's it. It didn't stop.